Okay, YouTube. I am preparing some Riro. It's a Nigerian soup, and I got some of my ingredient ready. I got some meat. It's all cut up in pieces, ready to go. And this is my fish. You can see it, frozen fish. You can use the fresh one too if you have that. The fish I'm gonna be using is the whiting. That's ready to go. And I also have my spinach. I'm using the frozen spinach because this is like a last minute thing. So I have the frozen one at home and that's what I'm gonna be using. If you have the fresh one, you can use that also. But if not, the frozen will work fine. So I'm gonna go ahead and wash my meat and get it on the stove. Okay? So washing the meat. Sorry, got the sun in my face. Okay. The way I usually cook my meat, I don't know why, but I just do that. Usually when I wash it like this, I just put water in it and put it on the stove and let it cook for about maybe 10 minutes. And that's when I actually rewash it again. Yeah, I mean rewash it again. And after I rewash it the second time, that's when I add my seasoning into it. And the reason why I does that is I like to use the water stock, the beef stock, in my cooking. So the first time you put it on the stove washing it, you could actually still see the dirty stuff in it. You could actually see the beef and the blood coming out. So that's why I actually rewash it the second time. So when the beef stock actually comes out, it comes out really good. So that way you don't have to buy another beef stock at the store or anything like that. You can use your own homemade one because you already made one for yourself. The meat is all washed. Like I said, I'm not going to put anything in it right now. All I'm just going to do is put it on the stove and let it cook for about 10 minutes. Okay? Okay. That's it. I have my meat on the stove on medium and we'll let it cook for 10 minutes. Now I'm going to prepare the fish. Okay, this is just all my prep right now. So I'm getting all the prep out of the way. And I'll show you how I make my fish. Okay, so I'm washing the fish right now. And I have this little tray I bought. I already lined it up with foil paper. So I'm going to put that on the side for now. I don't put any seasoning or salt or anything like that on my fish. The way I prepare it, I just wash it out and lay it on the tray like that. Okay? I'll show you in a minute when I'm done laying it out. Okay? And that's the fish all laid out. And what I do is I just drain it water out a little bit and I put it in the oven. Usually I just check on it the time, maybe about 30-40 minutes depending on the temperature of your oven. I usually leave mine maybe around 350 for maybe about 40 minutes and it should be all grilled by then. I usually use my oven inside. You don't have to do this on the grill outside or anything like that. Just put it on a tray like that You don't have to put salt or anything because this fish is fresh fish, so you don't need salt or seasoning or anything like that. It's just gonna be too much. Just plain as it is. Put it in the oven, 350 for about 40 minutes, and I'll show you when it actually comes out what it looks like. Okay, and that's done. That's my second prep. I have the meat on the stove, and I also have the fish in the oven. And the third thing I'm gonna be working with is my spinach. Okay, like I said, I'm not using the fresh spinach. I'm using the frozen one because this is a last minute thing, and I just kind of thought of it right now. So usually when I use the fresh one, I cut it. I might be posting a video soon of the fresh one, how to go with the steps. But the frozen one, I don't like to cook it on the stove because it's already pre-cooked, and I don't want to water it down or it reduce the nutrient in it. So what I usually do is I put it in a bowl like this, and I have a little kettle like this. It's like $9 at the local store, but if you don't have one, you can use a pot. So I fill it up with water, boil it, let it come to boil, and I'm gonna do that right now. I thought I had the hot water ready, but it's not. So I'm gonna get the hot water out of the way right now. So as soon as the hot water is done, I just pour it right into that spinach, cover it for about 5 minutes. So that way it kind of brings the life out of the frozen vegetable, if you can say that. I usually like to use the fresh one, and the fresh one is a little wet because sometimes there's sand in it, so you have to actually wash it through after cutting it in pieces. Wash it several times before you can actually cook it down on the stove. But because I'm using the frozen one, it's convenient. It's already pre-washed. I don't have to do any kind of washing to it. I don't like it put it in frozen like this in the food, so that's why I'm actually preheating it ahead of time and not actually preheating like cooking it down on the stove, but actually just putting hot water in it and let it sit for about 5 minutes and drain the hot water out, and I'll show you the end result when I'm done. So that's it for now. I got all my prep all going. So watch out for the second part of this video. I'll actually put everything together and the Riro will be done. So I'll be back. Find the next clip video of me actually putting my ingredient all together. This is just the prep part of it, and by then I'll have my ingredient and everything all settled in one place to actually get down to the cooking part of the F4. So thank you. Subscribe, comment. Any questions, let me know. I'll reply back. Thank you.